0.79 months of supply. So if no new listings came to market, we would sell everything in about 23 days, which is actually crazy. In this video series, we're diving deep into the different segments of the Calgary real estate market, and today we're discussing the stats for row homes and townhomes from last month. So whether you're a buyer, seller, or investor, you'll find this information invaluable. The row home townhome market is a crucial segment of Calgary's real estate landscape, with it still being one of the key entry points into the market. With affordability concerns and a growing population, understanding these trends is more important than ever. Is the row home and townhome market going to hold up this year? Let's find out. I'm Dawn, Realtor with Real Broker here in Calgary. I've been selling real estate since 2015, and if you're making a move, I would love to help you. You can book a call with me in the description below. If you find any value in my videos today, I would love for you to subscribe. If you want to buy or sell a home and you just feel like you have more questions than answers, you can also find my guides in the links below to get you started. Starting with the market overview for May of 2024, which is our most recent stats at this point, according to the latest Calgary Real Estate Board stats package, we saw a total of 540 row home and townhome sales last month, which is an increase of 9% year over year. New listings had also increased by 22% to 689 units. So we're seeing as listings increase, we're seeing sales increase, meaning eager buyers are kind of eating up a lot of the inventory. So 78% of row homes and townhomes listed in May sold. We were sitting at 0.79 months of supply, so if no new listings came to market, we would sell everything in about 23 days, which is actually crazy. And this is where our market is the tightest of all the segments. And with that comes price. How much is it costing to buy a row home, townhome here in Calgary right now? Well, for May, the benchmark price was $462,500, which is up 19% over last year. Driving this demand are the affordability and family-friendly options that are row homes and townhomes. However, the limited supply continues to push prices higher. Breaking down the row home townhome market performance by district, we see some interesting trends. So the highest benchmark prices are in the city center, and it's by quite a lot compared to the rest of the city at $618,100, followed by the west at $471,000. And the southeast and northwest are the next two highest at $469,400 and $466,600. But we're seeing the most significant price increases in the east, where the benchmark prices are up to $303,700, which, get this, is 40.34% over last year and up 5.49% over just last month. These district-specific trends highlight where demand is strongest and where opportunities for buyers and investors might be found. Now, looking at June so far, we're at 314 new listings. So we will see, will we see as many come to market this month as we did last month? I mean, if you have a row home or townhome to sell, so far in June, the average is that it'll take you about 18 days on market to sell. Now, let's discuss some economic factors influencing the row home and townhome market, but really the housing market overall. According to the latest Edge report and labor market review, Calgary's job market remains robust, which supports housing demand. The Bank of Canada has just started to decrease lending rates, which makes mortgages more affordable. Now, please in the comments, tell me what you guys are seeing, because I've been reading Reddit and people are saying something different about being able to find jobs. Also, inflation trends play a role impacting purchasing power. So while inflation has been high, it's starting to stabilize, which should maintain demand in the real estate market. Core inflation has fallen within the Bank of Canada's 1 to 3% target band for the first time in 3 years, giving them the green light to cut rates, which they did just last month. A rate cut in July also looks likely, which would further support the housing market. So looking ahead, the Calgary Real Estate Board forecast for 2024 suggests that while price growth will continue, it might slow down a little bit as new listings improve the supply situation. However, conditions will still likely favor the seller. Despite the slower growth expected, population growth remains high and should continue to fuel strong housing demand throughout 2024. Now, to wrap things up, if you're looking to buy a property, whether it's for your primary residence or an investment, row homes and townhomes can be an excellent option. They often have lower condo fees compared to apartments and tend to hold their value just a little better. Of course, the best choice depends on your lifestyle and financial situation. But if you can afford a row home or townhome, they generally offer more advantages than apartments. I've mentioned this before, that apartments are great investments, and I stand by that. You can watch my previous video in the series about apartments here. They are the most affordable option for many people, making home ownership accessible. And in my book, just my personal thoughts again, owning something is always better than renting. But if you have a bit more flexibility in your budget, row homes and townhomes provide a superior investment opportunity. Stay tuned for the next video in this series where I will delve into why semi-detached homes can be an even better investment than row homes and townhomes. I think you can see where the pattern is here. As we move up in different housing types, the benefits often increase. There is a shift, though, in our market here in Calgary when it comes to semi-detached and detached homes, and we're going to get into that in that next video. So go ahead and watch it. I think they're all out at the same time. I'm not sure. Are you curious about the numbers or need more insights? So if you're someone like me who wants to see and read what I'm discussing here, the latest stats from the Calgary Real Estate Board are linked below. If you have any questions about buying or selling, or to discuss how these trends affect your specific real estate goals, book a call with me. I would love to hear from you, and I'll see you soon.